Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So Clemson's offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy, and he's not the most talented quarterback in the country, but when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going, so it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Pierre. Quickly to the tight end. Ball down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. These routes have some reads and adaptability built in, and the big fella found that cushion and made the play.
Man, it's so awesome how much offenses have evolved. They know exactly what they're getting, where to sit down, quarterback, tight end, on the same page, gets the first down.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Looks as if they might have a little something going there, but they'll have to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. So Texas Tech's offense will go to work for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipke if they can stop him on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Going for... Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
Really nice run there. This guy's so exciting to watch when he's out in the open field. Kind of reminds me of old Clemson greats like C.J. Spiller and Travis Etienne. When they got into the second level, you just held your breath because you thought there was a chance they could break it off for a touchdown. This guy has that same dynamic playmaking ability.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Pierre. Punts it out of the air. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The give on the option. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown. extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Almost had the completion, just missed it.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. To the air, it's Pierre. Under fire. Caught. Breaks into the open. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
Here we go. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Clemson. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Here's a heat. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, but already this defense is making their presence felt. We've seen time and time again their ability to rush the passer and get hits on this QB. His toughness is going to get tested.
Snagged in the middle. It's Tillman. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They'll run it from the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
On third down, going up top. Fires and picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense would come out and take over at the 44. They'll leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Let's go!
He'll pull it on the read. Turning it on! And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And how about the aggressive play call? 3rd and 1, and you still throw the football, taking a shot, saying, I'm going to go make a big play. The defense was disciplined, get the quarterback on the ground. Nice job by the defense.
Caught near the sticks. It's Slater. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here comes Clemson with another first down. They're going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Got a man in the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Picks up enough to get them 1st and 10 from the 13. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Tiger. Riding up to add another. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out quickly. There he goes. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it at the 47. The Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the air on first down. Got his man. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
4 wideout set, 3 of them to the left on 2nd and 10.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
He'll keep it on the sneak. Will go for it here on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position.
Looking for a deep man. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. They get him on the ground at the 33-yard line, but the interception, the turnover, has given this offense a great shot. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Fighting off the defender. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. The Red Raiders have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical. And early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. And the Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run play action. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Back to pass, it's Pierre. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, he loves to fire downfield.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Give to the running back. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Hauls it in. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires left. It's caught. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
Man, this quarterback is having a 1st half. He's over 200 yards already. Heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the catch. It's Cuber. Oh, he's got some space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. They'll immediately call timeout. And as the clock is winding down here in the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal team. Never a doubt. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley.
Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one, put your best plays together, start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Red Raiders decide to punt it away.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing. Got to put some drives together, some possessions, and they come out on the 1st drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Split backs here. To the air. It's Pierre. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Grab near the marker. It's Slater. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
This guy already has a touchdown. He almost had a second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And the extra point sails through for a 28-10 lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Red Raiders send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and look for room. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Power football with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Clemson will come to the line with the 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking downfield, it's Pierre. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Clemson. And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. To the air on second down. They're working that left side.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Red Raiders really need to keep this drive alive on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. A strike downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. The Red Raiders are flying down the field. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. Creates a little room. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Defense is all about creating negative plays. And he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sacks. Like, that's a great job. He wants to throw the football. The clock goes off. He takes off and gets a positive gain.
Breaks into the open. Got some room, entered to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Red Raiders back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Slams ahead. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have...
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here's the return from inside his 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Ready to fire from the pistol. Going to the ground. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. They go back to work in the final period of this one. After run, now throw. He's got it down the left. Off to the races. Touchdown, Tigers. And the punishment has been extended. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic. And this guy is having himself a day.
And he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. He didn't get a lot on the return, but man, did he set his offense up at the 30.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
To the air. It's Pierre. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. He wants to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Across the 15. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Wants to go up top. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Clemson! And they take it in for 6 more points. That leads a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Got his man downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fakes to grab. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. The Red Raiders in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
Looking to fire. Completes it in the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
And when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Complete downfield. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
The Red Raiders had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Red Raiders! The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisiana is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Jake Delhomme and Brian Mitchell, this has not been a blowout today in Lafayette. They're up by just 2 over New Mexico State. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Back to throw. It's Pierre. It's complete on the right side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here. 1st and 10 from the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's brought down right at the 30-yard line, well within field goal range, but let's see what they do on this 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it, keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop.
They're setting up the screen. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Clemson jumps to the line.
Another first down.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Takes it the other way. Past the 30. 10. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Lining up for the PAT. Splits the uprights. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Final minute. This game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's it.
Turning it on. Touchdown, Tigers. Great job by the back on the option. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Got a little space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
Wide open downfield. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down mark. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Lets it slip right through his hands, and it'll be 4th down after the rare drop from this dude.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because
going for it all. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Well, it's been that kind of day for the offense, and this quarterback specifically. They've had their chances. They've had opportunities throughout the course of the game to get some pitches and catches and make some explosive plays. Just not able, though, to hook up. And you saw it on that 4th down play right there. They're trailing by a lot of points because those are the throws you've got to make if you're going to win games like this, and they just have not been.
There he goes. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Cricket.
They go to the ground. At midfield, he's got room. Turning on the Jets. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.